Dwayne Phelps here. What I'm going to talk about is buying targeted traffic. Uh, you might see the title. I'm going to tell you how to forget annoying and expensive pay-per-click marketing. I am a huge fan of pay-per-click marketing. I don't want you to get the fact that I don't use pay-per-click. I've used pay-per-click, to the max, thousands and thousands and thousands every month. And the fact of the matter is I love pay-per-click marketing. I love AdWords. I love Google, Yahoo, Bing, and other search engines that do the same. But there's some trends emerging that we need to cover that are actually starting to take some competition away from these type of marketing methods. And if you're not aware of them, you're gonna you got to get on the ground floor of them, and that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. So AdWords is great, but there are some stuff that's actually better that's emerging. So pay close attention. What's currently going on? Online companies all over are chomping at the bits and coming up with all sorts of ways to bring advertising opportunities to us internet marketers. If you're watching this, you're obviously an internet marketer of some type, whether it's a website, product, or whatever you're trying to do. Maybe you just own a small business and you have a website and you want to drive traffic to it. You're still an internet marketer. Most people always turn to pay-per-click. Google AdWords is the big thing. In basics, if you don't know what it is, you probably have someone else handling it for you, or maybe you don't really know. You basically display your ads on the search engines on the right-hand side, and a network of websites on different websites. When you see little ads that are about 4 lines long, that's pay-per-click. Very effective, very great marketing method. But there's so much money in advertising that a lot of companies are starting to tease us internet marketers with different methods. And some marketers, including myself, have taken advantage of these methods and taken them to the max and seen that there's actually some large potential out there. The problem that a lot of marketers are facing, prices have gone up quite a bit as of late with pay-per-click. Google AdWords in particular, the traffic is so high quality and so targeted that, let's face it, that not everybody has a few $1,000s to test a campaign on Google, especially in a hyper-competitive market like the weight loss niche, the internet marketing niche, or the make money niche. You're going to spend a fortune testing something now, and that's okay, and I do that too as well. I test things out on Google because it's so targeted. But this is the exact reason many internet marketers have turned to more creative methods of generating targeted traffic. If you can lower your cost per click, your cost per lead, your cost per conversion, your cost per sale, you're going to end up making more money. You can sometimes double the amount of money you make in a year because of that very reason. And a lot of internet marketers are switching to other methods because they're becoming very smart. What's now emerging into popularity, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. One of the top methods, there's a few of them. One of the ones I'm going to talk about here is PPV, which stands for pay-per-view advertising. If you don't know what it is, I mean, you're probably familiar with pay-per-view on TV and whatnot, but on the internet, it's a type of advertising that your website pops up right in front of the website's viewers. And this allows you to target URLs instead of keywords, and you pop up in front of them. Kind of like a pop-up, yeah, you can look at it that way. And it's a network of websites, and that's how that works in basic standings. The benefits of this type of advertising is this is why it's so great and so effective. So pay close attention. Your bids per view are as low as 1 cent, whereas on pay-per-click you got $1 or $2, sometimes 60, 70 cents, depending on the niche again. Here you're able to buy 100 views for 1 cent, or 100 views for $1. I mean, think about the power of that. And you also have the ability to target URLs instead of keywords, which opens up a whole nother audience that will never click on a pay-per-click ad. I think they said like 80%, 60% or so. I can't remember, the number was high. Will never click on a pay-per-click ad. But this opens up that whole audience that doesn't click on pay-per-click ads. Very, very powerful. And there's a lot to that one statement. And we're not going to talk about everything that you can do with that, but just think about the potential there. This allows a whole new world for the new and the semi-new marketers who don't have the thousands of dollars in their bank to see if their website's going to convert. Once you get done with building your website, optimizing it, learning courses, you're down, you should be down at least $1,000, I think, personally. And then you got to put more than another 1,000 into pay-per-click, and it can get very expensive. With PPV, you can test campaigns for $40 instead of $1,000. And you also don't have to deal with highly optimized websites. You don't have to go crazy and optimizing everything and having a lot of content on the site before you put it up on Google. These networks are okay with high converting squeeze pages. That's what they actually tell you to use is squeeze pages. And what happens is you're able to build a high converting list overnight. You can build a list into the thousands basically overnight by spending, 20 bucks, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. If you're very good at what you're doing and you've optimized things, you get a lot of views. And that's why a lot of people are opening up their eyes to this method. It's been around a while. It's nothing new. It's nothing new, cutting edge. It's just a lot of people are trying to move because they see Google as something that's very, very high in price. And sometimes a lot of people have gotten slapped that don't deserve to get slapped. That's my personal opinion, but you don't have to deal with all their crap. So very good reasons, very convincing. And obviously I can't teach you everything about PPV. You're going to need more training before you hop in. It might be cheap, but you still got to get your training. You still got to get your ears up on what's going on with it. I recommend you go to buytargetedtrafficonline.com. It's a website that I have. I give away $197 worth of free training on how to use PPV effectively. Not only that, I teach you how to buy targeted traffic very cheap, in a very effective way, and what you have to know to make those methods work. So go to that website, Buy Targeted Traffic Online, get your free training, and we'll see you at that page. Make it a great day.